right, Thug Life, what's good?
What it do?
Good, what's good?
You know, we've already interviewed Mo Preem, so clearly, you know, we've already talked about his relationship with Pac and, you know, how they grew up together. But how did you guys end up hooking up with Tupac originally?
I met Tupac through my homeboy Serge. Watani was like Pac's manager at the time, and Serge and Watani's cousin, so Serge brought him to the hood, and he met the realest, you know.
Okay. And what hood was this?
Inglewood.
Inglewood. L.A.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah,
you?
man, and me, I actually met Pac through Coolio. Me and my boy Rated R. Shout out to my boy Rated R, locked up right now.
Superstar Rated R.
Rated R.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, we had a group called Double Jeopardy, and actually Coolio was working with us at the time. So, you know, it was like a dream come true, bro. One day he told us just to meet him at the hotel. He had a surprise for us. So we ended up going to the hotel over there across the street from the Comedy Store in Hollywood, and we knocked on the door, and the first person to come to the door is Tretch from Naughty by Nature. You know what I mean? So we walk into this room, we got Tretch in the room, Coolio in the room. We look in the corner, it's Tupac sitting in the corner, right? So we ended up kicking it that day. We, you know, started rapping and had a cool little cipher going on, and next thing you know, Pac slid us his number and told us to get at him. Next day we called him. We was out of his house in the valley. He told us about doing this group called Thug Life. We said, yeah, we down to do that. We ended up going to San Diego with him the next day. That Monday, we was in the studio doing a song with him, and it happened overnight like that. So that's how we met Pac, you know what I mean?
So Thug Life as a group, like, was formed in, like, 24 hours?
I mean, well,
No.
Not exactly.
I won't say that. I'm just saying for us.
That was that part of
Yeah,
it.
for us, how me and Rated R met it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
It
okay,
was
okay,
different.
I
Yeah.
understand.
it was
So,
all-
so explain to me how Thug Life came together as a group.
Well, I don't know, everybody probably can tell their own story, but when I met Pac, I was already had a project. I had my own record label, and when I met him, he came to my video and a bunch of little stuff. So I was already in the mix of things. So he said he wanted to start this thing called Thug Life. So me and him went to the studio, and we did the song called Thug Life. And then I ended up meeting Rated and Mac. I had already met Mo from previous encounters, just hanging out with Pac, and it kind of went like that.
You know, to be honest, the way it happened, man, Pac handpicked all of us, bro.
Real
He
talk.
had a vision of doing this group called Thug Life, and he basically handpicked everybody and put us all together as a group. You know what I mean? And that's how it really happened.
Okay. So how long was it until, you know, from the moment that, you know, you guys met him to the point where Thug Life became an official group? Like, how much time had passed?
It was never really a group. It was just some cats that was put together.
Right.
You know, it was, I never really seen it as a group because like you said, he was already in a group. I was already in a group. Mo was in a group. You know, everybody was already in like groups, so it was just kind of a combination of everything. And the original Thug Life album is not the album that came out. The original Thug Life album got Richie Rich on it. That's where, you know, some of the songs came off, like How Long Would They Mourn Me with Nate Dogg. Some of those songs was on the original Thug Life album. Like I'm Losing It was on the original Thug Life album. It was a bunch of songs that was on that original
got a
Thug
lot of
Life
unreleased.
album. That Interscope didn't want to be a part of it at first.
Okay.
Pac forced it on him by screaming it and doing it himself. And let me also give some shouts out for real though to Man and Babes, because it wouldn't be no Thug Life album
And Mike
if it
Cooley.
it wouldn't be no Thug Life album if it wasn't for Man and Babes, because they the one put up the bread.
Okay.
Yeah, most definitely.
And also what was going on that no one got to hear that original in its original form, because if people remember at the time there was censorship issues going on. C. Dolores Tucker,
Yeah.
they were going after everybody. Body Count, us, Two Live Crew, you know, so
Right.
we had to water down
Everything.
the album.
Okay, just so I get the timeline correct, Tupac dropped his first album, right?
Tupacalypse Now.
Tupacalypse Now.
Yeah.
And then the Strictly album came
Strictly
out.
for my niggas.
Was the second album.
Right.
Then Thug Life.
Then Thug
Thug
Life.
Life.
Okay.
Then Me Against the World. Then
Then
All
Me
Eyes
Against the
on Me.
World.
Then Machiavelli.
So you guys were right there between Strictly and Me Against the World.
Right.
And I Get Around was on Strictly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was the big song.
Right.
That came out.
That's
on
what
that.
kind of blew Pac up. That's
Yeah.
that single.
Exactly.
But let me state this though for the timeline. When Tupac did Strictly for My Niggas and when he did Tupacalypse Now, Pac didn't have that Aunt Your Mama rag on his head and he wasn't showing that Thug Life tat. That didn't come. So basically what I'm saying is the Pac the vision of Pac, if you close your eyes and see Pac and ask somebody the vision or image of Pac, they're gonna always see that image of the guy with the Aunt Your Mama rag on his head, shirt off and showing his Tupac tat. That came when he got with Thug Life. So the person and the image that the world really fell in love with and embraced to this day came from the Thug Life era.
So at what point did Tupac get the Thug Life tattoo across his stomach?
When he started this group, when we got this group going.
When
Okay.
he got
I mean-
when he got the tattoo, he came to my home. The same night he got the tattoo, he came to my homeboy house, and that was after we did the song. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, people can say what they want to, but the truth is, you know, L.A. and California living, man, especially in L.A., you know, the home of the gangbangers and all that, you know, was a big influence on Pac.
No doubt, no
You know
doubt,
what I'm saying?
no
It
doubt.
was a big influence on him. So I don't know where Thug Life existed before, because I was on some Evil Mind stuff. So
Right.
you know, Thug Life, when it was just like the perfect word and the perfect example for what was going on and what we was living.
Bro,
Where,
go ahead, Mo.
where early on, back in while we were doing the Strictly album, you know, Pac had also came up with 50 Niggas. And that's what we was working on first. And 50 Niggas kind of morphed into Thug Life because we had some of the same principles, you know. And Thug Life was more inclusive and it was a better idea. So that's what, you know, we decided to smash with.
Right.
Yeah. As far as the image though, bro, this too. Me and my boy Rated R shot it out again, the runner, man, to Rated. Me and Rated took Pac to the Sloss and Swap meet. And when we did the interview with Fab Five Freddy, and we had on those Dickie overalls and the Thug Life stitched on it in the front and the Thug Life beanies with Thug Life on it, that was me and Runner that took Pac to the swap meet, and we was all up in the swap meet getting this gear and this image and creating this image of how Thug Life was gonna be presented to the world. You dig what I'm saying?
this
And
the
I'm just saying,
coldest
like,
thing
for us,
about it.
LA and the West Coast,
This is the
it
thing
was a
about it.
collective.
That image is already, it's a gangbanger's image. You feel what I'm saying? The image is a gangbanger's image. That tattoo across the stomach.
Right.
It's gangbangers in LA been doing that from day one.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? So even the you know, just the whole image was a street image.
Yeah.
So by you representing the streets, you got to get what the streets is, what's going on in the streets,
Right.
and present it to the world, and that's what he did. You know.
Right. So you guys were affiliated with which gang?
Oh, I was affiliated with some real gangs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crips?
But, I mean, it don't even matter what I was, see, because this is what I learned. This is what I learned. This is
Okay.
what I really learned about life. It don't matter if you're a Crip or a Blood, see. It's us against the system. You feel what I'm saying? So it's everybody against us. So I don't promote my hood.
Okay.
Because the reason I say is because there's so many rappers now, you know, that's Bloods and they yell Crip and Blood. But I got homies and really cats in these streets really died behind that. So that ain't nothing to play with. Them rags, you'll never see me with a blue rag on my head. You'll never see me with a red rag on my head. And I'm really from a hood. You know, I went to jail at 15 for, you know, doing some things that I wasn't supposed to do.
Okay.
Because I was serious about it. So when it comes down to the gang thing, so I don't touch on where I'm from. You feel what I'm saying? Because the media would love to run with that. But if you ask some cats from the streets, they'll tell you.
They'll tell you.
That's
As
why.
far as me, man, anybody that know Macadocious know that I'm a hustler. You feel me? And I'm in the streets and I fuck with everybody. From Bloods to Crips, East Side, West Side, Compton, Watts, Inglewood, I'm everywhere. and I get love everywhere. So
Real talk.
young coming up, I grew up in the Crip hood, and coming up, you know, I just recognized that gang banging, it basically it stops you from being able to deal with a lot of people. And I wanted to, I knew I wanted to deal with a lot of people. I wanted to get love everywhere. You dig what I'm saying? So when you banging, it's certain hoods you can't go to.
You can't go.
You dig what I'm saying?
You
It's
can't
certain
go.
individuals you can't talk to.
Can't
so that
hang
means
with.
it's certain individuals you can't do business with.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm
yeah.
trying to do business with everybody that's trying to get money. You feel me? So that, and also I just didn't see the sense in me killing a nigga over a color. I just didn't see that. You dig what I'm saying?
What-
Not the doc niggas
Okay,
that's doing it.
well, let
you
me
feel
go
me?
into
Because
this.
that's they get down.
'Cause all this is
But
thug life,
Me
homie.
personally,
All this
that's
is
me
thug
though.
life.
You feel me?
Let me say something about gang bang. See, number one, a lot of cats didn't want to gang bang because you got to choose. You got to choose. You feel what I'm saying? And when you choose that, you got to ride it to your death. You know what I'm saying? The same way thug life is. Once you choose it, you got to ride it to your death. So no matter the consequences that come with it, you got to ride with it. And a lot of cats don't want that. You feel what I'm saying? They don't want that. Because one day you're going to be by yourself and you're going to be with some cats that is going to be some problems with. So that's why I try to get to these young rappers now. You can, thug life to me representing everybody.
Exactly.
When you start representing just your hood, it's cats that, if you really are from a hood, it's cats that done killed from your hood, that done killed somebody, some people from other hoods done killed your homies.
Right.
And if you keep promoting that, all you creating is more of a problem.
That's
You know
what,
what I'm saying?
that's what I think, you know, the world found attractive about thug life, because we were more inclusive, you know, because it's about the economics. The poor, broke, disenfranchised, abused come with it, no matter black, white, whatever. If you out in them streets, you know, y'all
real.
can relate to what we was
It's real.
talking about.
Have you ever met Khloe Kardashian?
Yeah, no, she's
Yeah.
a lovely girl.
Yeah. There was a rumor that the two of you hooked up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fucking no, I wish I knew about that.
Nah, it's not true.
Nah.
It was supposed to be in Australia.
I don't know if God is a man or a woman, but I definitely know that bitch is the devil. For sure.
Why so?
Why so? She destroyed lives.